Listening to English conversations is one of the best ways to improve our language skills. Every time we hear real-life dialogues, we pick up new vocabulary and get a better sense of how the language is used naturally in everyday situations. And in today's episode, we're talking about living abroad, the challenges, the surprises, and how to adapt to a new culture and lifestyle. Whether you're planning to move or just curious, Emma and Jake share their honest experiences and tips. Let's start.
Hey, Jake, it's been a while. How have you been?
Hey, Emma, I'm doing great. Can't believe how fast time is flying. How's everything on your side?
Busy as usual. Life in New York never slows down, you know that. But I've been thinking lately, remember when we both decided to move abroad? Feels like ages ago.
I know, right? Feels like a different lifetime. You left New York, I left Paris. Both iconic cities, but we still wanted something different.
Exactly. I mean, I loved New York. It's alive 24/7, full of energy. But after years of nonstop rushing, I felt drained. I wanted to breathe a bit.
That's exactly how I felt in Paris. Don't get me wrong, Paris is beautiful, romantic, full of culture. But at some point, I needed a break from the same rhythms, same expectations.
So what pushed you to actually leave?
One day, I was stuck in traffic, late for work, feeling completely fed up. That evening, I started looking at flights, and 3 weeks later, I was gone. Just like that.
Wow, that's fast. I spent at least 4 months planning my move. I had lists, backup plans for my backup plans.
Haha, I admire that. I was the opposite, very spontaneous. My family thought I was losing my mind.
Mine too. They couldn't understand why I would leave such a big city for something unknown. But I just felt like I needed to see life from another angle.
Same. I thought once I left Paris, everything would magically fall into place. New adventures, new people, maybe even a new version of myself.
Yep, I had those romantic expectations too. Spoiler alert, real life was a bit messier. So where exactly did you move to after Paris?
A small town just outside Lyon. Quiet, green, and way slower than anything I was used to. You?
I ended up in a village in northern Italy, only a few thousand people, the kind of place where everyone knows your name by week 2.
Wow, that's a big change from New York. No more subway horns or food delivery at 2 a.m., huh?
Not even close. The first few nights were actually too quiet. I couldn't sleep without the city noise. But then, slowly, the peace started to feel nice.
I know exactly what you mean. At first, I kept checking my phone like I was missing something. In Paris, it's all about being on all the time. Fashion, work, social life. But here, it's about presence. People take time to talk, eat meals together, walk slowly.
Totally. In New York, everything was go, go, go. Coffee to go, meetings stacked, people rushing with headphones in. Here, if you rush, you're the odd one out.
Same here. At first, I thought I'd go crazy without the speed. But now I wake up, make coffee, open the window, and just breathe. I never used to do that.
And don't you think people are, I don't know, warmer in smaller places?
Yes, in Paris, you could live next to someone for 5 years and barely say hello. Here, my neighbors bring fresh bread, ask if I need help fixing my fence. It's different, human.
Exactly. The connections feel real. It's not just about networking or climbing some invisible ladder.
And no one cares what brand your coat is, or how fast your Wi-Fi is.
Haha, yes. It's refreshing. You learn to value the simple things: sunlight, clean air, shared meals.
But I won't lie, sometimes I miss the buzz, the city lights, the energy.
Me too. I still get this itch sometimes, especially at night. But it's like trading chaos for clarity.
Beautifully said. City life shaped us, but village life is healing us.
Okay, so we've talked about all the lovely things, but let's be real. There were challenges, right?
Oh, absolutely. That first month, brutal. I remember walking around town and nothing was open after 6 p.m. I was like, where's the life? Where's the noise?
Yes, I kept trying to find a decent cup of coffee after 4 p.m., and it was impossible. I even Googled, is Italy allergic to caffeine after lunch?
Haha, and don't get me started on Sundays. It's like the world shuts down. In Paris, weekends meant brunch, museums, people everywhere. Now it's just birds and silence.
Exactly. At first, I thought something was wrong with me, like I wasn't doing life right. Everyone around me seemed so content, and I was just twitchy.
That's the perfect word, twitchy. I missed the chaos, even though it drained me. My brain was addicted to movement.
Same here. I felt this weird guilt for slowing down. Like, am I being lazy just because I wasn't constantly busy?
And then there's the language barrier. My French is decent, but try asking for plumbing help in a local dialect? Disaster.
I once asked for chicken breasts and accidentally said chicken dreams. The butcher still smiles at me weird.
Haha, but beyond the funny stuff, I think loneliness hit me hard. In the city, you're surrounded by people. Even if you don't talk to them, you feel included.
Yes, here, if you don't make an effort, you can go days without a proper conversation. I started talking to my plants.
Oh, I named my kettle. His name's Philippe. No judgment.
None at all. I wrote letters to myself just to feel busy. It's wild how your mind tries to create rhythm when everything slows down.
Exactly. But weirdly, facing that discomfort made me reflect. I realized how much of my city life was distraction. Here, I had no choice but to sit with my thoughts.
That's powerful. Uncomfortable, but powerful.
Definitely. Change is messy, but also kind of magical.
You know what's funny, Jake? As hard as the transition was, I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Same. It honestly changed me. I used to think success meant being busy, ticking off goals, rushing to the next big thing.
Me too. If my planner wasn't full, I felt like I was falling behind. But here, I learned to value different things: peace, presence, even boredom.
Exactly. I stopped multitasking. I eat my meals without my phone. I notice birds, sunrises, even my own thoughts.
It's wild, right? I journal now, not because it's trendy, but because I finally have something real to say. I reflect more.
I've also redefined what productive means. Sometimes a walk with no destination is more valuable than 10 emails.
And conversations here, they're deeper. No small talk, no rush. People listen. They remember things you said last week.
Yes, that kind of presence is rare in the city. There, it's like everyone's halfway out the door, even while talking.
I feel like I've slowed down, not just in pace, but emotionally. I react less. I pause more. I'm more patient with others and with myself.
Totally. And I've started noticing the seasons. That never happened in New York. I only knew it was fall when Starbucks released the pumpkin drinks.
Haha, true. Now I smell the changes in the air. I see when the trees start turning. I feel time in a new way.
It's almost like we were living outside of ourselves before. Now we're more aligned with nature, with time, with our own pace.
Yes, I feel more grounded and honestly, more content.
That's the word, content. Not ecstatic, not exhausted, just okay, peaceful.
Exactly. And that, to me, is the biggest success I've ever had. So, Jake, after all this, what's next for you? Do you think you'll stay in the countryside for good?
Honestly, I'm torn. Part of me misses the city energy, the endless options, but I love this slower life. I think maybe I'll split my time. A few months here, a few months in New York.
That sounds smart. I've been thinking the same. I don't want to lose what I've gained here, but I also miss the cultural buzz of Paris.
Yeah, it's about balance. I think we both needed this pause to reset. Now we can appreciate both worlds.
Exactly. And I've learned that success isn't just climbing the ladder faster. It's about how you feel inside. Are you fulfilled, at peace?
That's deep. I used to define success by titles and paychecks. Now it's about daily joy and health, and I want to keep that.
Same here. I want to stay connected to nature, to community, but not completely give up the city's excitement.
Maybe the future is hybrid, working remotely from the countryside, but jumping into the city for social life and creativity.
I like that. Also, I think it's important to share what we've learned, encourage others to slow down, to find meaning beyond the hustle.
Definitely, there's so much pressure to always be on, but real happiness comes from balance.
Do you think this experience changed how you view life's priorities?
Totally. I now focus more on health, relationships, and mental peace than on chasing the next promotion.
Me too. It's like the countryside taught us to live fully, even in simplicity.
Yeah, and maybe that's the future, choosing quality over quantity in all parts of life.
I couldn't agree more. So here's to finding our own pace wherever we are.
Cheers to that, Emma. Thanks for sharing this journey with me.
Thank you, Jake. It's been life-changing.
And now, that's the end of this episode. We hope you found it helpful and inspiring. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you never miss an episode. See you next time.